1 hour later.
What's up mga Kayabels? It's your teacher Ayah, stay rated GNT, rating Kondasma. Online studies the name of the game, and if you subscribe to our lesson, I promise to keep you entertained. So ayun, may kasama tayong baby dito. Hi Jake, Jiggy, hello. Hello. So ayan, makakasama natin siya ngayon for our video module number 4. Masyado kasi siyang pa-cute. Umayos ka naman dyan, Jiggy. So hi! Hi mga Kayabels! Hi!
A few moments later.
Content for our video. Stay tuned, well. So under module number 4, we are still at chapter 4, individuals and society. Okay. Lesson number 2, which is conformity and deviance. So let's start. Okay. Diba nung third quarter na pag-aralan natin kung ano ang deviance, diba? So according to the reference, deviance is still more on the social control, diba? It is for the safeguard and order is preserved deviance. Diba parang ito yung mga negative or violated norms, no, according sa definition sa culture. Kasi meron daw tayong tinatawag na mechanisms of social control para mas ma-widen ang ating understanding about deviance. So, merong isang theory na pinropose ang mga sociologists, no? The labeling model. So, makikita nyo dito sa model, this is the behavior, the deviance, which is the crime, and then how it affects the audience or the reaction. Paano nalilabel ng isang crime, no? Paano siya i-judge ng mga tao. No, syempre, pag ginudge ng tao, babalik yan sa tao na gumawa ng krimen. So, self-conception. Magkakaroon niya ng realization. After the behavior being done by an individual, the audience will react, and then, babalik yan dun sa tao, and then, he or she will make or have a realization for that. So, to widen the definition, labeling theory, it states how members of society label others, whether they are deviant or not. So, it is either negative or positive. Hindi lang siya puro negative. So, being labeled as a deviant entails numerous consequences throughout the individual's life. So, meaning, either positive or negative deviance, there are many consequences. So, may mga parusa or kapalit. And more on, labeling theory, it dealt negatively and treated with hate, mistrust, and fear. So, yun yung nagiging resulta or nararamdaman ng tao when he or she is being labeled by the society according to his or her act. O, depende dun sa kanyang actions in the society. More so, being labeled as a deviant limits the individual's chances of earning socially acceptable roles and relations. So, syempre, once na nag-commit ka ng isang deviant, may tendency na mawala yung trust sa'yo ng society, especially bigyan kanila ng socially acceptable roles and relations. No? Magiging limited ang kanilang interactions with you. Okay. So, here's then example of labeling theory pa. Example nga nito is yung crime. Crime is not so much a violation of a penal code as it is an act that outrages society. So, alam natin ang crime, meron tayong mga laws, no? Pag college kayo, malalaman yan, meron tayong mga crimes which are being violated at malalaman doon kung ano yung mga penalty, what are the consequences written in our laws. That's a labeling theory. No? It is developed by a French sociologist named Emile Durkheim, diba? Nabanggit ko sa inyo to. Emile Durkheim is the father of modern sociology, diba? Father of modern sociology is Emile Durkheim. Moreover, for further explanation and examples, labeling theory labels people are given affect their own and others' perceptions of them, thus channeling their behavior either into deviance or into conformity. What does it mean? It means that a person has no choice but to act how people label them to. So, kung nilabel ka nila as a criminal, No? Ang tingin pa rin nila sa iyo ay isang kriminal. If you are labeled as a good person, they will treat you as a good person. It depends on your actions in the society. Examples, poverty, crime. Di ba parang pagtingin natin kapag mahirap, sila yung parang may tendency, labeled, na gumawa ng krimen. Kasi nga, kapit sa patalim, di ba? Lack of money, lack of education, di ba? So, sila expected daw na gumawa ng crime because they are being labeled by society according to their status. Second one, teenagers. Di ba? Pag teenagers, they are in the part of adolescent stage. Di ba? Nasa adolescent. Di ba? Puberty. So, as a society, looks to them, they are immature and troublemakers. Diba kasi nga, nililabel ka ng society according to your status, according to your age, according to your gender, according to your ability, your capability to act in the society. That's a labeling theory. So, ayan, no? Sample pa, well, I guess I must be a failure. No? Because he or she is so down. No? The society, lalo pang nilalaglag ng society, down na nga. Mas dinadown pa siya. Next, we have gossip. Alam mo ng gossip, chismis, di ba? Gossip, it is usually employed in small-scale communities where people know each other personally. Chinichismis ka sa barangay, no? Chichismis sa kabilang barangay, chichismis yung mga kapitbahay na ganito, ganyan. So, it is more on getting along with each other. Outbursts or confrontational situations are not ideal. So, pwede magkaso ng libel, oral defamation, no? Yung pag fake news, no? Mga fake news like that. Chichika sa ibang tao. So, that's gossip. More on, ito, meron tong epekto or pag kumalat yung rumors about the person by means of gossiping, the society is able to, number one, reinforce what norms should be followed. Diba, magtatakda na yan ng laws, no, about sa gossip, yun ang sinabi ko sa inyo, oral defamation, libel, no, pag-accuse, according to fake news. So, that's one. Second one, punish the deviants by putting them to shame. Lalong napapahiya. No? Parang, alam nyo, smart shaming. Diba? Smart shaming, that's the capacity of an individual, no? To he or she to show his intelligence, but the society judges him or her. Kasi naiingit sila and envy sila dun sa intelligence capacity ng isang tao. So, may tendency na ma-shame. And third one, mahihirapan sila na i-manage yung kanilang wealth and career because they are putting down to be of the same level with others. Kasi nga, chinichismis sila. So, wala naman pag-chismis, may negative, may positive. But it's more on negative kasi nga, ikasasama ng status ng isang tao. So, that's gossip. It's more on deviant, labeled as deviant in the society. Next, another theory aside from labeling theory, we have strain theory proposed by Robert Merton. No? So, Robert Merton proposed this strain theory. Pag sinabi natin strainer, parang sinasala. Strain. What is strain theory? Strain theory is deviant behavior occurs when members of the society experience strain or tension when culture imposes goals that individuals should achieve. But the social environment makes it hard or challenging for individuals to meet goals through a legitimate manner. So meaning, di ba, may mga challenges. If you want to be a successful person, you need to go through different challenges in life. So strain theory deals with the challenges an individual could face, no? When his or her is in the process of achieving or successing his or her goals. And then, another example, according to Robert Merton, strain theory argues that deviance occurs when a society does not give all its members equal ability to achieve socially acceptable goals. So, it means, people who judge another person, meron tayong tinatawag dyan na crab mentality, di ba? Hinihila pababa ng isang tao. Ang isang tao kasi may possibility na mainggit siya, kaya gagawa siya ng way para malaglag yung tao na yun. Halimbawa na lang is yung sa mga work, di ba? When he or she is at the high position in her work, the person who is very envious with that person, may tendency to siraan, fake news, like that. So, they are trying to bring the people down. So, that's strain theory. So another proposed theory of Robert Merton is the deviant typology. So here in deviant typology, we have 5 classifications. Under deviance, we have 5 qualifications. So ito yung mga according to the model ng deviant typology. We have conformity, yung iba rito na pag-aaralan natin ng third quarter. We have conformity, innovation, ritualism, retreatism, and the last one, number 5, is rebellion. So let's see what are the meaning and what are the purpose of these 5 types of deviance. So for the summary first, ito papakita ko lang muna. Conformity, di ba, these are accepted behavior. So it means it accepts approved goals, pursues them through approved means. So approve, they are more on positive. Innovation accepts approved goals, use disapproved means. So positive and negative. Malalaman nyo mamaya yung ibang example niyan. Third one is ritualism. It abandons society's goals, conforms to approved means. Positive, negative, and then negative, and then positive. Retreatism abandons approved goals and approved means. So parang ito naman is negative, diba? While rebellion challenges approved goals and approved means. So ito naman either positive, negative, or positive, but the intention is to challenge it more. So, malalaman natin kung ano-ano tong 5 na to. So, members of society react to strains in 5 different ways. So, yun yung 5. First one, what is conformity? According to the reference, conformity means individuals still accept cultural goals and try to achieve them through culturally approved methods. So, example natin dito, they are called hopeful poor. Diba? These are the persons who are poor according to their financial status, but they are being, have perseverance, para mas makaangat pa sa kanilang status in life. So, they will do efforts, mag-aaral sila ng mabuti, magtatrabaho sila ng mabuti, in order to achieve their goals by means of approved methods. Dun sa paraan na nasa sistema, nasa paraan na tama. So, that's conformity. Another example of conformity, people who are under conformity are known as conformists. Conformists, example of this one, an example would be a successful investor or a businessman who is economically successful because of their employment or hard work. So, yun ang sinabi sa inyo. It is positive and positive. Diba? That's conformity. Next one, innovation. So, innovation, it is individuals still accept cultural goals but go about in achieving it in a culturally disapproved way. So, it is positive or negative. So, parang ito yung kumakapit sa patalim, di ba? Surviving for. They are using their own efforts, but this is not in good way, but they are surviving for. Kaya nga, surviving na poor pa. Pilipilit nilang survive kahit mahirap sila, but it is more on the disapproved way, hindi katanggap-tanggap na paraan. So, sorry for the typographical error, it is innovators. So, the persons under innovation, these are called innovators. So, innovators is more on, ito yung example natin. An example is a stockbroker who engages in illegal insider trading. So, may illegal actions. The cultural goal of wealth is accepted, but non-traditional means of insider trading are used. Drug dealers, ito yung examples. Sa maayos sa paraan, may process na pinagdadaanan, pero the actions is very illegal, such as drug dealers. Thieves and prostitutes are also examples of innovations. Kahit pa they are aiming or surviving for their lives, they are doing it in a wrong way. So they are labeled innovators. Positive and negative. Next one, we have ritualism. So ritualism, these are individuals live in society and according to its culturally approved ways, but no longer try to achieve cultural goals. So ito yung para mga pinanghihinaan na sila ng loob. So means, they are passive poor. Ano pag sinabi natin passive? Malamang hindi active. Passive, they are lilo in life, they are just expecting from the government or any agency na tulungan sila. So, parang umaasa tong mga tao na to. So, under ritualism, they are called ritualist. So, ritualist, they are, example, staying in a dead-end job. So, ito yung mga tao na sabihin na natin unemployed, underemployed, nawala ng trabaho, mawawala ng trabaho, at hindi makahanap ng trabaho. No, parang pasuko na to sa buhay nila. Yun nga, dead-end job. Patapos na, wala na silang makitang hope. No? They are ending more on negative thinking about their lives in the society, that they are not acceptable or they are not capable of doing work. Kaya nawawalan sila ng pag-asa. So, that's ritualism. So, the fourth one, we have retreat. Retreat is individuals no longer desire to achieve cultural goals and have abandoned, diba? Take note of that, abandoned the culturally approved ways of achieving those goals. Diba sa eme pang retreat, suko na, parang ganun. So this type is called retreating poor. So retreating poor, the persons under retreatism is yes. Retreaticist, for example, severe alcoholics, no, yung mga lasinggero, some homeless people, and hermits are example of retreatists. Ito yung mga palaboy sa kalsada, no? Talagang naghihintay na lang talaga sila ng tulong. It is more on retreat. Suko na, hindi na kaya, give up na. So that's retreatists. Ang pagkakaiba niya lang doon sa ritualism, they are finding, di ba yung sabi kong example, they are finding job, they are still doing job. Pero pinanghihinaan na sila ng loob, may possibility because they are lacking educational attainment, no, hindi misjob conception. Ito naman sa retreatists, susuko na talaga to. They are very hopeless in their life. So that's retreatist. Next one, the last is rebellion. Alam naman, rebellion. Individuals challenge the existing culturally accepted goals by coming up with a new ones and prescribed means in achieving these goals. They are called resisting poor. Resisting. They are rebelling. They may create rally. They want to change the society. They want to change for the people. They have social reforms. They have social changes. So, rebellion, syempre, rebels ang tawag nito. Rebels not only reject both the established cultural goals and the accepted means of attaining those goals. But instead, examples of rebels include the American Nazi Party, skinheads, and the Ku Klux Klan. So, ito yung kung pag-aralan nyo dati sa world history, there are many rebels. Ang example natin for today, administration, are the New People's Army, NPA, Communist Party of the Philippines, CPP, NPA. So, that's an example of rebels. So, that's the 5 classification of strain, according to strain theory, rebels.
1 hour later.
So, that's the end of our lesson for video module number 4. Ranging pa rin mga ka-Ayah Bells. Bye! So, what's up mga ka-Ayah Bells? It's your teacher Ayah, State of Gentry Rapping from Dasma. Online studies the name of the game, and if you subscribe to our lesson, I promise to keep you entertained. So now we are down to module 5. Let's watch the video on lesson tutorial. So here's the video.
A few minutes later.
So now for module 5, under pa rin ng chapter 4, we have lesson 3 titled as How Society is Organized. So, ito naman ay madali lang. How society is organized. Siyempre, kasama dyan ang group. We all know that group, these are more on identify themselves as a unit. They are a group in the society, and these are collection of people interacting together in an orderly way on basis of shared expectations. So, sama-sama sila. And they feel sense of belongingness. Kaya nga group sila. And they shared number, common interest, purpose, and level of interactions. So there are 2 types of groups. First one, it is according to influence. Second, it's according to membership. So let's start first according to influence. So when it comes to influence, we have primary groups. Those which are small but intimate, meaning they are very close within each other, intimate, no, they share relationship with each other. So members have direct access and interaction with each other. Uh, Yun nga, sa sobrang close, primary groups di ba? Primary meaning one, they are premier, they are very close with each other, such as families and close friends. Kaya nga sabi influence, may influence ng family, may influence ng close friends. So that's according to influence. Second, we have secondary groups. Those which are formed to perform a specific purpose. So kung yung primary groups, family, eto naman, example nito is formal and impersonal relationship, such as sa work. Di ba, hindi naman sila primary groups kasi nga, they are your workmates, they are your colleagues in work. So, these are example of secondary groups. That's according to influence, primary and secondary groups. Next one, according to membership, in groups, from the word itself, in. So, meaning, those groups in which one belongs and those which elicit a sense of loyalty from the individual in. Meaning, in groups, hindi ka OP, hindi ka out of place from that group. You deserve to feel a sense of belongingness within that group because you feel the sense of loyalty within the members of your group. In groups, pasok ka, which is in ka dun sa group na yun. You are not out of place. The last one, we have, according to membership, out groups. From the word itself, out groups. Those groups in which one does not belong and those which elicit a sense of antagonism from the individual. Diba? Antagonism, opposing, opposition, criticism. You are not in, you are being judged, you are being criticized. No, you are not welcome to be a member of that group. So that's the two types of group is according to influence and according to membership. So that's module number 5. It's a very maikli lang talaga siya.
A few moments later.
For the lesson, module